Live on video. Clean your face. Rule number one. Got this Jew afro going on over here. Let me introduce myself. My name is Jonathan Raymond Amrani. Where do we start? We start with my age, 32, born November 3rd, 1985. Life, purpose, reason, LPR, your life, the purpose, the reason. Those questions are going to be answered during time. It all started when I was born with a vision. A vision, being raised in a family. Father, Israeli, Yemen, mother, Canadian, from England, Dutch, Danish, something in that region. You got two different people in the world that have me. And I was given life. Now, that opportunity is up to what I want to do with it since I've grown to 32. But life is filled with experiences. Experiences where when you have an opportunity in front of you, do you take it or do you walk away? I'll give you an example in regards to relationships and love. If you found somebody attractive and you linked eyes and the connection of eyes was like this, 1, 2, 3, and it stayed like that, do you take the opportunity to introduce yourself and make that opportunity and make a connection? Or do you walk away and regret it? I don't regret anything. You got to go for it. You got to be a better person and you got to be honest. You just got to go for it. Now rewind the tapes. We all have experiences in life, up and down and up. It's the motion of life. That's how you learn as humans. If you put your hand on fire, next time you won't because you just got burnt. But if you haven't ever felt the fire, you're just lucky. Maybe you're fortunate enough to be born in wealth. Maybe you have had boundaries around you. Or maybe you're just living underneath a rock. But what I could tell you is that life is filled with experiences that are up and down. And that's what makes humans stronger, sometimes even weaker. Some people can't get through failing and they crumble and they become addicts or they lose themselves. Or people get through it and become addicts and win and don't lose through it. Me, I have my own story and life experiences. We could get to that now. Or we could get to that later. But I will discuss a little bit about it now. Basically, my life, my father died when I was 22. That was a life experience. When he died, I had 2 sisters, a mother, a stepmother, and I felt like I had this huge kingdom in front of me that I had to continue with. But not knowing that money, the drive, was the root of all evil. I've been fed my whole life a golden spoon at that age. Spoiled. Father that worked hard. But at the same time, I was also working, making aside money to take care of myself, like we all do, at the age of 18 to 22, and even some before when I worked at 13 as a dishwasher. And at that time, I was working for my stepfather at a catering business. Another life experience. So we do what we have to do to survive in this world because we have no choice. Money, unfortunately, has to be used to pay things such as rent, food, to live, to drive a car. But money's not everything. It really isn't. And I learned that from the age of 22 to now, today, that I'm the happiest I've ever been after losing my money 3 times. I've had money, millions of dollars in my hands. I've also lost it as quick as I've had it. Now, I don't want to sound arrogant, but I was just fortunate. I've also earned it on my own, but I also lost it because I'm an addict. I'm an addict where I became a compulsive gambler. From the loss of a father and grief, I found that betting with sports and lines, I could earn money through a fake world, a dream world. It was all fake. It was just an emotional connection to something that I got used to and created a habit. The same way you could create good habits, you could also create bad habits in life. And a good habit is like going to the gym, preparing good food, working, having a balanced working life, which is important, a relationship, being involved with it, making a repetition, reading books, going to yoga, things like that sound so positive. But negative habits can be like doing drugs, partying with women that don't care about you or do care about you, but you don't know what the difference is because you're just partying with women, such as a womanizer, being an addict, gambling, compulsively, putting every dollar on the line, drinking and partying to fit in because your ego's blown up. All these things, if you do on a repetition by going out every night, Friday, Wednesday, Monday, your brain gets used to this habit. But knowing how to transfer and breaking these habits is the key to growth. Another life experience from what you've been through, what I've been through, is I've realized that negative habits or bad habits or good habits or well habits, all the habits that you have, you choose to make the decision and how you want to get through it. Me, I've had bad habits such as partying, doing drugs as I party, gamble, because I've been lost. But the minute that you find yourself either lost, you should get help. Or prior you getting lost to get help. And how do you achieve that? With a support cast, good friends, good family members, people who've been there for you since day one, that care about you regardless of what dollar sign you have or carry in your bank account. If that's something that is on your mind, that's reflected, that you think that you need to get the satisfaction from somebody. But I've realized, as I'm in this bed talking to you with no shame, not worried and what people will think if I'm looking beautiful on this camera talking to you, or if I need to fit into society. Because trust me, I could get out of this bed right now, get into my shower, do my hair, look the best I can. But what matters is when I look at myself in the mirror, am I happy and do I love myself? Because that's what's the most important thing in life, is that do you love yourself? And if you do love yourself, then who gives a fuck? And excuse my language, put your fingers up in the sky. Who gives a fuck what others think? Because you have to look at yourself first before you could love anybody else. And if you can't love yourself first, then you're not ready to love anybody. And that took me time to realize through my journey of life experiences. The conversation here that I'm trying to bring up about, and the topic of what I'm trying to relate it to, is life experiences in life, good or bad. At the end of the day, if you survive through it, then you are a winner. You are a winner even through the bad times, and you are a winner through the good times. But loving yourself, putting yourself first, is the key to success of society, or our world, of our habitat, in order to survive. Because when the minute you love yourself, you could conquer anything. Now, I know I'm losing you maybe, or maybe I'm not. And if you've listened to me for the last 10 minutes coming up, and you're on my funkadelic, psychedelic mind, whatever word I just made right there, that I am blessed and humble and grateful that I am still alive. And I hope I can share more. But society also is dying with social media and the mediums of how we transfer our emotions and feelings. Instead of picking up the phone now and calling someone and talking, it's now through texting or through posting or getting validation from people from understanding if they do love you because you care what other people thinks. Goes back to the fact that you love yourself. And why do we need the satisfaction from outside of the world? But if you're going to play the game well. If you're going to do all that social media from Insta, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, all these new things and apps that come up alive, and you're going to do it, rock out with your cock out. Just do it the best you want. Fit in if you want to fit into that group, or don't. Don't be involved and get involved in other groups. Art clubs, fishing clubs, yacht clubs, golf clubs, whatever kind of country clubs or whatever is out there in the world. Pottery clubs, dancing clubs. These are all just different clubs. Clubs. And there's also nightclubs. And I loved nightclubs during my phase of life. And I still do, because inside my body and soul, there's like a little person that wants to pop out and dance all night long. Energy. It all comes down to energy. Energy is what connects us around the world. Energy is what makes us attracted to other people. Energy, what gives us the motive to move and make money. Energy. Life is filled with energy. So, to conclude this short little skit, be blessed, love yourself, don't be hard on yourself, stay focused, be in the present moment, never give up. When someone tries to bring you down, lift yourself up, because you know what? One day in this world, you will die. You will be old. You could get sick. You could get cancer. Something could happen tomorrow. You could wake up in the morning and not be woken up. You could be out and about, and you don't know what could happen out there. But be in the moment of life. Be in the present moment. Live, because you get one life. And enjoy it, regardless if you have had ups and downs. The past is the past, the present is the present, and the future we do not know. But we could prepare, because isn't that what we're all doing? With savings accounts and retirement accounts and 401k and working hard. Is that the whole motive that we are born around with society, of understanding how we live for today and to how we live for tomorrow and what we did in the past? Be blessed. As I said, my name is Jonathan Raymond Amrani, November 3rd, 1985. I'm a Scorpio. If you believe into astrology, horoscopes, energy, stones, all that stuff, everything ties to everything. It all ties in. And I want to say, be blessed. Thank you for listening. Sorry for that. Mouth's a little dry. Was talking on a little 13-minute skit. And peace.